Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the newest journal that I'm working on at the moment. It's a vintage French journal, my favourite theme. So I've got the botanical, beautiful fabric piece as the centerpiece on the cover. This is one of my original collages on the front. So I've got the lace and lace down here, vintage music paper, vintage French ephemera. And that's the front, this is the back. There's the spine, so it's going to be a 3 signature journal. And then I've been collecting ephemera for it. So I've got some of the vintage envelopes. These ones are from my Etsy shop. There's a whole bunch of vintage envelopes. I've also got 2 vintage French vocabulary cards, 2 more of these little pieces, vintage French. These are authentic seed packets, and I also have a digital version of 72 of these in my Etsy. These are really fun. These are original vintage French wine labels. Actually, I don't know if they're vintage, but they are authentic French. And then we've got vintage French ephemera here, and book pages. And then these are my handmade goodies at the back, so wallpaper pocket, envelopes, pockets, fun things. Then we've got some bags right at the very back. So that's what I've collected so far. Let's put that aside. I've got most of my pages ready. I wanted to go more of a neutral, neutral theme for this one. So I've got lots of authentic vintage French pages, receipts, ledgers, writing papers, music paper, lots of book pages. These are illustrated book pages. They're just gorgeous. Glassine bag pockets. I've got to sew those pockets together later on. There's a cool Paris envelope there. But yeah, I really wanted more of the neutral tones to it. And then I can jazz it up a bit with, the ephemera and sewing in embellishments. So what I want to do now is just add the end papers. So what I've got is I printed out every single one of my collage kits from my Etsy. So I thought this would be a good chance to show you all of these. I think there's 6 kits and there's 10 collages in each, and this just gives you also a look at how I print them. And I printed them so that they are sized perfectly for this journal. So this is one of my signature style journals. They're Reader's Digest books that I get from the op shop, and they're just the perfect size journal really. So I have sized these to work perfectly to go on the covers of these and the pages as well. So I just want to look through here, and I want to choose a blue one for the covers. So, but we've got a mix of colours. We've got blue, we've got pink, we've got green, we've got yellow, we've got purple, and there's some more neutral ones as well. Okay, so this one, I think I printed out extras. So the way I print out my kits is the way I like to have them arranged. And I think I did mix up some at the end. So I'm going to just pull those ones that I mixed up at the end. I have fixed that. Oh, and there's my other kit that I've got in here. And there we go. Just get that one out. So I'll leave the link below to my Etsy, Willowbound Journals, if you're interested in picking up any of these kits. And they all work together, as you can see. So you can mix and match them, or you could color coordinate them. They make great covers, they make great pages, great for a cohesive journal. So yeah, feel free to check that out. And awesome. Let's have a look here at these ones that don't match. So I'm going to make a cover out of this one probably. And I'll probably make a cover out of this one as well. In fact, yes, I'll probably do a front cover with that, and then the inside covers with this one, like the outside covers, inside covers. And then this one, yeah, I'm going to use the blue of this. So that works perfectly. And I do have process videos showing you how I make one of these types of journals. I have process videos, I've got tutorials showing how I make these covers, and I also have these music paper bases, if you want to give it a go yourself. These are available in my Patreon as well, and I believe it's a public freebie. So if you go to my Patreon, and I think if you just scroll down, or if there's a box that you can click that says freebie, you can find that. And there's some other freebie digitals up there as well. All right, here we go. And yeah, there's tutorials and process videos showing not just how I make those covers, but how I make the whole journal. So I even made a series where it's, I believe, start to finish. So doing the cover, the pages, embellishments, everything. And I've made it so that you can follow along that journal series and make your own using everything that I've used. So everything I used was all the digitals from my Etsy shop. So the collage papers and all the French digitals too. So the seed packets, the envelopes, I've got tags, I've got ephemera, all vintage French themed. I've got vintage French ledgers. So I put those all together in one of these journals so that if you don't have any supplies, or if you need a recipe to follow, especially if you're a beginner, then you can literally like make the same journal and follow along. So I do need to trim this off just a tiny bit, just to fit inside there. There we go. And then this one, just a tiny bit. I'll trim it a little bit down the bottom. But that's the thing, I'd rather go too big than too small. All right. Actually, no, in the Etsy kits, they are all individual files. So you get full control of being able to size them to match your journal project. So don't worry if you don't have this type of journal cover. You can size the pages for any project whatsoever, big, small, medium. If you're a patron though, you get access to what I have, what I just showed you, the way that I print it, so that it's double-sided and formatted to a page like this. And it's just a ready-to-go document, a PDF where you can push print, double-sided, and you get this exact sizing. So that's a patron special. And just because I know not everyone has this book size, and I want to always make sure with my kits, as much as possible, that people can size it however they want to suit their own needs. And because that's what I found for me. I first bought digital kits and used digital kits before I made my own, so that I could know what I liked, how I liked to use them. And what I found was I preferred the digital kits where I had full control of the files, because that way I could make them go further. Not only could I size them big or small, or middle size, medium size, but I could turn them into tags, I could turn them into journal cards, I could use them in multiple ways. So I could use them for covers, I could use them for pages, then I could also use them for pockets, tags, journal cards, all the embellishing as well. And I found when I got a digital kit that didn't give me full control, I was very limited in how I could use it. I could only use it in one way. And so that told me when I make my digital kits, I would make sure that I could give you, wherever possible, the individual files so that you guys have full control and can make it go further. Does that, I hope that makes sense? So that you're getting, your money's worth, and you can really make use of that kit in multiple ways. And that's one way to make things go together. Because if you can only use it in one way, for example, pages, that's the only way you're using it. But if you want to have a journal work together, you can use it as pages and also find ways to use it to embellish by printing it smaller. So yeah, that is just some tips there. And if you do have a digital kit, know that you can do that. If they've given you that, the individual files, know that you can play around with sizing, and you don't have to use it just as pages if it's papers. You can create your own tags and journal cards and size them differently and make it go further. So yeah, that's just an idea. And that's how I design my kits. So yeah, that is the cover done. All right. So this was a pretty rambly, chatty video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for spending time with me. And I hope you're having fun making your own journals. I will try to leave the links below to all of those tutorials to make a journal like this, to make the collage covers, and all the links in my Etsy. If for whatever reason I've forgotten or missed one, just leave me a comment and I can definitely put that up for you. Or you can do a search as well on my channel, and that might be a quicker way because sometimes it takes me a while to reply to everyone's comments. But yeah, awesome guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in November. Without you guys, I cannot do what I do, making these videos and teaching journaling courses, making journals and sharing journaling inspiration. So a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you guys. You are helping the mission of Willow Garden Journals, which is to bring light and life into people's lives through creativity, beauty, and storytelling and inspiration. So if you would like to become a patron in December, I would be so appreciative. I'll leave the link below to that in the description box. And there's also links to my Etsy shop and my Instagram, the Facebook community page, my personal Facebook business page, and also links to my journaling courses. Thank you so much for being here and joining me on this amazing journey. And may you journal your life because your stories matter.